Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning from Cubby Rise. Trying to frame this up. Maybe that's good. Trying to so you don't have those glaring lights there. Might be just have to be a thing in the shot. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. There we go. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Restored Motion, RestoredMotions.com, and ProChargeEV, ProChargeEV.com. All right, we are here at Covey Rise, more meetings this morning, and then we head back to BR. So looking forward to being home. A great couple days of meetings here, good fellowship. Sing the praises of Guarantee Media all the time. Truly amazing company in a media world in 2024 that it feels like so much of media is about consolidation and shrinking and cutting people and figuring out how you can get the same production out of fewer people and bots and computers and programs and all that, and Guarantee's going the other way, investing in people. It's really cool to be here. Love to be a part of the company. So in any event, busy day, we'll get to your and LSU has Georgia tonight at the Maravich Center. This is a big one. I know we talked about, if LSU wants to make a push toward the NIT, they were going to need to win 4 of their last 5. Well, after they beat Kentucky, it kind of made it more like you need to win 3 of your last 5, right? Well, you already lost to Mississippi State at home, so you've left yourself really only about a game to play with. So you got Georgia at home, and you still got to go to Vanderbilt, to Arkansas, and then you're home against Missouri to finish. And I don't care who you are, who you're playing, winning on the road in the league is tough. So really feel like you got to take care of your home games. So if you could take care of Georgia and Missouri and split those road games with Vandy and Arkansas, you leave yourself in a really good spot. LSU is a 4.5-point favorite in this game tonight against Georgia. They played in Athens earlier this year, if you remember that game. Kind of a bummer, where Georgia had kind of controlled the game. LSU rallied, had the lead, and they forced a bad shot by Georgia. Hunter Dean had position for the rebound, couldn't box out. Georgia gets the offensive rebound, the putback, and one, and LSU loses. So that was one that got away for sure from this team. One of those games that was a one-possession game that – what do we think? Do we want those lights on or not? I mean, it obviously gives us more light, but then you just have those glaring lights in there. Lights on or off? Tell me. Y'all tell me on or off. Just comments go on or off for the lights. Real quick. On or off? On or off? On. I look kind of orangish with them off. Anyway, I don't think anybody seems to care. Off. Okay, Jason said off. So Jason was first. Jason. Well, then you know what? But off. Okay. All right. Well, the problem is now you can't see the Brock logo. Well, I think you all know it's presented by Brock. Anyway. All right. We'll say good morning to you. The other thing that I wanted to point out, Saints, well, they restructured Carl Granderson's contract because, they still got work to do. So they continue their push toward getting within cap compliance. Saints have also added Dave Ziegler to their staff through the NFL draft. So Ziegler was the Raiders GM, and he was fired when Josh McDaniels was fired as well. And so he's joined the Saints as an advisor through the draft. So we'll see if he sees with the Saints past the draft. But Ziegler spent time in Denver. I'm trying to see if he overlapped with Dennis Allen. He might have overlapped with Dennis Allen in Denver. Let's See, DA, forgive me, I should have looked this up before we started. But DA was in Denver. Let's see, when he left the Saints, went to Denver so he was there in 2011. Yeah, so no doubt. So Ziegler's 46. He was in Denver in 2011, 2010, 2011, 2012. So he was there in 3 years. So Ziegler and Dennis Allen overlapped for that year in Denver. Didn't have a great run as the GM of the Raiders, obviously. But I'm for it's almost like the same premise we talk about something like this. It's almost like the same premise we talk about with like analysts at LSU. It's like if you have someone that can make you that gives us some light. Okay, that's better. If you have someone that can make you even like 1% better, and you're willing to spend money on it, okay, it's like support staff at college. In college, it's not to say that your support staff dramatically changes your program, but sometimes when you have support staff, it's people that can help you game plan, can bring new ideas, but also you can get them into the pipeline to coach on your staff. We saw that with Nick Saban a bunch. He'd bring in Steve Sarkisian or whoever to be an analyst, Bill O'Brien, right? And then when a spot on staff came up, they moved into that role. It's similar. Look, I mean, Dennis Allen, it's not what and what, but remember Dennis Allen came sort of like as an assistant defensive coach, a defensive assistant, then became the defensive coordinator. So if you have an owner that's willing to pay for that person to be on staff, pay another salary, it makes you even 1% better, then go for it. So Dave Ziegler will join the Saints, former Raiders GM, leading up to the draft. So, okay, let's fire away, see what y'all got. Let's do about 10 minutes. We have breakfast here at 8, so I'm going to need to get scooting. We only got about 10 minutes. So y'all fire away. You know the drill. If you're on YouTube, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the Matt Moscona page, share the post. As always, appreciate y'all for being there. LinkedIn, please connect. We appreciate y'all for being there as well. Trivia Carter, good morning. Brian Penton from Lumber Bridge, North Carolina. Jason Walker, what's good? Trivia. Well, happy birthday. It is Trivia's birthday. I'll make sure that E-Rock promptly sends your happy birthday package in the mail. But actually, I can't back that up, Trivia. I wish I could, man. But that's on her. And you know she's not reliable at all. James McKinney, what's good? Barry Jocelyn, what's up, Uncle Scone, here for therapy. Larry Garner, Taylor Hudson, how's the retreat been? It's been really good. So we got here on Sunday evening, had dinner and just sort of fellowship. And then yesterday, meetings all day, from 8 to about 4 or so. And then we relaxed yesterday evening, had dinner and, cocktails, cigars by the fire, all that stuff. And then, woke up this morning, going to go to breakfast here in a few. We had meetings this morning up until about lunchtime, and then we head back. So it's been great. Brett Guidry, good morning. Darren Mayer, good morning. Safe travels. Thank you, man. Easy drive. Tim Gotro, Dustin Abear, morning from Texas. Looking forward to seeing the Tigers at Minute Maid this weekend. Yeah, great opportunity for LSU. They're going to travel today. The baseball team will travel today, and they'll play Rice on Wednesday at Rice. So they'll be there at Reckling Park on Rice's campus on Wednesday. So I tell you this often, I love the idea of going to play midweek road games. Anytime you can simulate going away from the friendly confines of Alex Box Stadium, I'm for it, because you're going to face that in the SEC. So if you can get on a bus and go stay in a hotel and dress in a different locker room and pitch on a different mound and hit with a different batter's eye and have fans that are cheering against you instead of for you, anytime you can create those atmospheres, I'm for it. So I like playing at Rice. I like playing the series at Minute Maid. I like that next week they're going to Hammond to play Southeastern there. Go taste those experiences for when they really matter, when you play, when you get into conference play. So yes, I am I'm very much for LSU doing that. Now, the flip side of it is, and I know this is the challenge, and I remember the old, I had an administrator tell me years ago, and I've shared this with you before, so many of you have heard it. When LSU built the new box, this administrator told me, you don't pay for a $30 million stadium with the lights off. Meaning when you don't have home games, you're not generating revenue. And LSU baseball is roughly a break-even proposition. They make maybe a little money. I think maybe, they make $500,000 or whatever. So it's baseball basically pays for itself with a little bit left over. But I understand, right? So they built this big, beautiful stadium that cost $40 million at the time. And, when you're not playing home games, you don't make money on that stadium, tickets and concessions and all the sort of things. So that's the downside, is the financial downside of going on the road and playing road games. But competitively, I'm all for it. Wendell Norman, good morning. Jason, what are the kicks today? I have my if you can see it. I have my purple and white SB Dunks. I don't know if you can see them, but probably should have just taken the shoe off. That would have been way easier just to do this. Those are awesome. I love them. One of my favorite pair. So I think I might have strained my quad. trying to lift it up there. Anyway, Quentin Breakbill. Wait, hang on. Sorry. Tim Gautreau, everybody's wishing happy birthday to trivia. Kelly Gross, good morning. Brett DeGrow, Quentin Breakbill, Von Bluesman. All right, let's see. Any news about the PMAC remodel? Vaughn, what I've been hearing more and more is that they're going to build a new arena. They looked at a lot of different studies about where to put it. I know they looked at the possibility of moving it to the where the track is presently, and moving the track closer to the river, like over where Tiger Park is. I think they scrapped that idea, and my understanding is the plans to potentially build a new arena would move by the golf course. So where you've got the box back that way, and it might be over there somewhere. So it's a little bit of a bummer if they do that, because you like how you have that corner of campus where everything is sort of confined, right? You have Tiger Stadium and the PMAC, and the box used to be right there, the old box, and then track and field, and softball was back there, where as they continue to build, like they built the new box, Tiger Park, they've moved everything farther toward Nicholson and or toward the river and down Nicholson. So I think that's probably what would happen. Of course, they converted the old softball facility into tennis, and then or they built a new tennis facility and they converted it into sand volleyball. So hard progress, man. Brian Wynn, Bubba Smith, Jesse Brown, morning, Matt. Not sure how much Ziegler can bring to the table. Hopefully he can help in the draft. Big draft for the Saints. There's no doubt. I mean, we've talked about financially how you get out of the cap hell. Well, part of it is spend less. The make more is the cap keeps going up, which the NFL is taking care of that. The spend less is hitting the draft and have a bunch of inexpensive rookies. Rick Manuel, good morning. Charlie Cavell, what's up? Hey, Dad, good morning. Ryan Slayton, good morning from Glendive, Montana, or Glendive. Bailey C, heard Bo Davis's bus rant at Texas. We need that on defense last year. I didn't hear the bus rant, but I'm for it. Charlie, no, it's early. Are you concerned at all about the pitching staff? Not one iota. Charlie, you got to remember also, man, so much of it is right now they're putting guys in different positions to see how they perform in leverage spots, because you're learning about your team, right? For example, like we've learned Fidel Ulloa is a great stopper. They put him in a lot of different. He's closed. He's come in sticky situations. He's a strike thrower. Sam Dutton, same thing. He's been a stopper. He's been a closer. Javen Coleman looks like a pretty good number 3 or 4 starter for you. We're going to see Cade Anderson very likely start on the road at Rice. If you look at we went over this yesterday, but if you look at the 10 runs that LSU gave up, it really was a combination of Micah Bucknam and Christian Little, who gave up 6 runs without recording an out in the 5th inning. Okay, well, everyone else that threw that, except for Cam Johnson, everyone else, and Cam was feast or famine. Like, he had a strikeout, then he had a 1-2 count and hit a guy. If he just hones his command, he's going to be awesome. So it's just about running him out there and getting him more experience. But no, like everybody else that threw on Sunday was really good. You were in an 18-10 ball game. But no, I'm not. I thought all 3 starters gave you really good outings. I know a lot of y'all were concerned about Thatcher Hurd. The 4 walks weren't great, but he went 4 1/3 and struck out 8 through 4 1/3. Like, the stuff is plenty good for Thatcher. The 4 walks, or would bid him 4 walks and a wild pitch. We talked about his defense wasn't great behind him. So a lot of that's just refinement, man. I'm not worried about the pitching. They've got plenty of arms, plenty of options. I do want to see them pitch off a little bit more, and that's, Nate Yeske calling pitches. I would like to see them mix speeds a little bit more. But a lot of that's just refinement and learning your staff. Bradley and Graphia, Matt French. So you like the Whistler at Vandy? I do not. No, I do not. Hunter Broadhead, good morning. Irfan Sayad, good morning. No, if you're a fan that is generally ruining the experience for other fans, I'm not for you at all. No. Jason Horn, like those dunks missed out on the man. There's one of my favorite pair. Jesse Post, Matt, you're a fashion pimp. Okay, great. Trivia said thanks for the birthday wishes. Jim Arsenault, good morning. Von Bluesman, Jason Walker, Brett DeGrow. The board approved the relocation of the bullpens to the box seats. Are there any updates to those improvements, like chairback seats? I've been telling you about the improvements that were coming to the box. And I shared the renderings with y'all. I think I shared them on AFR last year, maybe over the summer at some point. Maybe it was during the fall, whatever. So they look really cool. But no, as far as if you're asking if they're going to be chairbacks like throughout, no, the seats that they've approved are like it's like a bench seating, but you have like a table in front of you. The premium area that you're talking about, it have like a I'm trying to think how I can show y'all. I don't think I have a way to show you right now. I'll find out how I can. I wonder if this is. What is this? I'm going to push a button. I don't know if it's going to work or what it's going to do. Oh. Okay. I can add slides or screen share. Okay. Or add a video file. Huh. I'm just going to hit something and see what happens. I don't know what this is. I'm just going to hit it and see what happens.
All they've done has been great teammates.
Brian Kelly video.
Done the little things the right way and have practiced hard.
Okay, I'm learning more. I can show videos. That's good. That's good. I'm glad I learned this. I'm learning more and more every day. This is fun. I'll get those pictures, add them here, and I'll show them to you next time we're doing a show tomorrow. Let's see, 2 more. Bob Poole, good morning, and Dre Arsenault. If the NCAA does revenue sharing, what sports would LSU be able to keep? So it's not that cut and dried, man. Because it's likely not going to be the NCAA approving revenue sharing. It's going to be the conferences determining that through the courts. And so what sports would they be able to keep? It really depends. But most obviously, if you look at the fact that you're keeping football, men's basketball, baseball, that equivalent number of scholarships in women's sports, and then what you would first start to cut were the men's sports. But remember, to be within NCAA compliance, you have to have a certain amount of sanctioned sports. You have to have like 17 or something like that. I don't know the number. I'm trying to find it. So anyway, so the NCAA may have to change that rule. I don't know. We'll see. But basically, the easiest way to say it would be the non-revenue men's sports would be the ones that would go first. But I don't think that's going to happen tomorrow or a year from now. But I think it's an eventuality that a lot of that would just become club sports. Craig Duga, Matt, you need an epic old school intro to Morning Scone. I'm talking crappy graphics, explosions, the works. I'm for it. I just don't know how to edit that. So if someone knows how to do that, send it to me. We'll play it. Soon you won't need Paul and Moose. I'm just glad that I keep learning more and more about this. So anyway, all right, I got to go. Breakfast in 1 minute. So y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. YouTube, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the Matt Moscona page, share the post. LinkedIn, thanks for being there as well. Please repost and connect and all that stuff. And we'll see y'all. Musso back on AFR today. I'm back tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow morning from 1 to Scone, then 3.